Good, it works. Hi, YouTube. So today you will not hear the music because I have a headset on. The reason is to make the quality better in my talking. If you want the music, then just ask me, send me a direct message, and I'm going to send it to you. Otherwise, listen to the music that you want. Hello, everybody. We're going to start in a minute. I'm just going to put my candles on so we have a nice atmosphere. I hope you're all feeling well. If not, maybe yoga does the magic. So there you go. So we started with the live videos exactly 1 week ago. Wow, time flies. Honestly, I'm not sure how long we will have to keep it that way. It's possible that we have to keep going like this for a few weeks. Who knows? A lot of uncertainty, insecurity going on. So we are probably just forced to realize one more time that we just have this present moment right now. And we have to become our best company to ourselves. And we can cultivate all these good qualities a human being can have, like compassion, patience, love. For me, yoga meditation has been the #1 tool in the past 20 years. Time flies again. Just to keep myself grounded whenever I feel a little bit lost in my thoughts, in my worries. So obviously, it's also nice because it keeps you in shape, but it's really ultimately about keeping yourself grounded, coming back to your breathing, and just keeping an overall health on all levels, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually or energetically, whatever you want to call it. So thanks for keeping up the good habits. Thank you for being in my company tonight, even though you're not here, but I can feel the vibes. I always appreciate your feedback. I always love your messages, your pictures, and your comments and likes. And you can always rewatch this on YouTube. Lately, there have been some issues with the quality on YouTube. So to be sure, always go back to Instagram. But later on, I can also upload videos on YouTube. And yeah, tomorrow we have the meditation and live music class. So it's at 7 p.m. Swiss time, 1 p.m. New York City time. And we're going to start tomorrow with a gentle flow, going towards stillness, towards meditation. We're going to be graced by the beautiful violin from Suyan in New York. So it's going to be amazing to just have a sound meditation. That being said, let's start for today. I was planning to do a power flow, so it's going to be a little bit more strong. If this is not for you, pick the video from the noon class on YouTube, so it's a little bit calmer. Otherwise, join me. We start, as always, on the floor. Take a comfortable seat. And take a moment to settle in. Make sure you have an upright position. Take a moment to breathe deeply, slowing down the breath. Close your eyes. And find equanimity in your breathing. Long, deep, full inhales. And long and deep exhales. Completely relax your facial expression. And take a long and deep inhale and circle the arms towards the sky. With your exhale, lower down your left hand on the floor and then reach over with your right hand, creating a lot of space on the right side of your rib cage. And then gently go to the other side, lower down your right hand, reach up and over with the left arm, and breathe here. One more time to the other side. We're going to do this a little bit more dynamic. Switch the sides, right hand down, left arm overhead. And one more time, switch the side. And last time. Lift both arms up to the sky. And then twist to the left. Take your right hand on the outside of your left leg, the other hand behind you. Deep inhalation to lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist. Long and deep inhale. Reach the arms above your head. Exhale, twist to the right side. Long and deep inhale to lengthen. Exhale to turn. Inhale one more time, arms towards the sky. And with your exhale, take a forward fold. If you're sitting on your shins, feel free to take a child's pose. Otherwise, just a forward fold. Relax your head. Breathe into the belly. And gently lift up the upper body. Roll your shoulders back and down. Keep your eyes still closed. And tune in with your body. Is there any part in your body that you can relax a little bit more? Sometimes we're not aware that we're biting our teeth. Relax your jaws. Gently blink your eyes open. Good, and there we go. I'm gonna start on all fours. I'm gonna mobilize the spine first. So turn your biceps forward. Take a long and deep inhale. Lift your tailbone, chest reaches forward. And with your exhale, round your spine. Long and deep inhale one more time, opening up the front. Exhale, round your spine. Keep doing the mobilization. I'm gonna light one more candle that I forgot. Keep doing it. And then gently come into a neutral spine and just curl your toes under. Now lift up the knees. I'm gonna heat up the body. Prepare for all the flows ahead of us. Hold it here, but only the pose, not the breath. Keep the breath smooth and steady. And then step back into plank. Hold the plank. If you want, you can drop the knees. Otherwise, hold it still. And if you want to move a little bit, do so. You can just rock forward and back. Everybody drop the knees. Take a long and deep inhale. With your exhale, bend your elbows, chest and chin to the floor. Keep your hips still lifted. Control your movements. Inhale, place your belly. Place the tops of the feet. Engage your legs and lift up the chest. Exhale, lower down. Long and deep inhale. Lift up the heart. Exhale, lower down the forehead towards the floor. One more time, long and deep inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up into cobra or come into an upward facing dog. Roll your shoulders back and down. And if you want, you can also lift the kneecaps off the floor. Make sure you're not collapsing in the lumbar, so pull your navel in. Keep it engaged in the belly. And then slowly come into downward facing dog. Paddle out the feet. Keep your feet at least hip width apart, if not more. Come back to the breath. Good. With your inhale, lift up the heels super high. Press the inner thighs back. Exhale. Maybe you can lower down the heels towards the floor. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, drop the knees. Lower halfway down. The shoulders stay in line with your elbows. Inhale, come into upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. We do the same flow one more time. Inhale, ripple forward like a wave. Stack the shoulders above your hands. Exhale, maybe straight halfway down. Inhale, roll into an up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here. And then take small steps forward. And simply roll up the spine. Maybe you can move a little bit. And come back to the front side of the mat. We go through 3 rounds of sun salutation. Inhale, circle the arms towards the sky. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, step back into plank, lower halfway down. Feel free to drop the knees. Inhale, in and up dog. Exhale, down dog. Long and deep inhale. Long and deep exhale. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Inhale, come on up onto the tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Lightly step. If you want to jump already, you can. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale with a flat back, come all the way up. Root to rise. Exhale, draw the energy into your heart. Namaste. Inhale, circle the arms to the sky. Exhale, dive forward. Round 2. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lightly step or jump and lower halfway down. Inhale, opening up in an up dog. Exhale, down dog. Long and deep inhale. Exhale completely. Inhale fully. Exhale, let all the air out. Inhale, come on up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees, slightly step or hop without any noise. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale with a flat back, come all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. And there we go, round 3. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, step or jump, lower halfway down. Inhale, opening up in an up dog. Exhale, down dog. Long inhale. Exhale. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Inhale, up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees, slightly step or jump. Inhale, lift your heart halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale with a flat back, come all the way up. Exhale, hands into namaste. Close your eyes. Feel the left hand pressing gently into your right hand and the right hand pressing into your left hand. Creating yin-yin within yourself. And we're gonna add on. Inhale, come into chair. Exhale, place your belly on your thighs. Reach back with your arms. Inhale, keep your hips low and just lift up the chest and the arms. Exhale, one more time, like a ski jumper. Your belly on your thighs. Inhale, back into chair. Let's do it one more time. Exhale, belly onto your thighs. Inhale, lift up. With your exhale, forward fold. Grab either behind your legs or go for the big toes. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Stay here, breathe. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. There is space between your ears and the shoulders. Good, and then gently lower down your hips. Sit back on this comfortable chair. Good. Take your hands in front of your heart. And then you want to walk the feet together. And we're going to come on up onto the tippy toes to balance. Keep your hips low, chest up. See if you can sit even lower without lowering the heels. Challenge yourself. Find the balance here. Find your breath here. The more you do it on the mat, the more it happens automatically off the mat. Lower down your heels. Deep inhale. Lift your chest, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. If you want to go deeper, you can step onto your palms. You can also bend your knees a little bit. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Hold it here. Take a couple of deep breaths. Nourish the body with your breath. And then gently let go. And just roll up the spine one notch at a time. Keep breathing in the transition. Good. Let's move on. With your inhale, circle the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale. Step back with your right foot. If you want, you can drop the knee. Exhale, lengthen the body. Engage your back leg a lot. Root to rise. Lift up the upper body. Settle down for a moment. Find your high lunge. And with your exhale, frame the front foot. Inhale, step back. If you want, you can keep your left leg lifted when you lower down into low push-up. Inhale into up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lightly step or jump. Take small steps, big ones. And then roll up the spine. We go straight to the other side. Take a long and deep inhale. Root to rise, arms above. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, step back with your left foot. Exhale, root down, lengthen. Inhale, come on up, settle down in a nice high lunge position. Hold it here. Good, and then frame the front foot. Inhale if you want, lift up the leg when you lower down. Always inhaling when you open up the chest. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. Lightly step or jump forward. Inhale, come into chair pose. We do this balancing one more time. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. And then simply lift up your heels. Hold the balance. Sometimes it's wobbly. Each day is different. Lower down the heels. Deep inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold. One more forward fold. If you want to make a cup with your hands, you can step with your heels onto your fingers. The forearms are behind your calves. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Feel the nice opening in your hamstrings and breathe. And then release, roll up the spine. And go straight into the next flow. Inhale, lift the arms to the sky. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, step back with your right foot. Inhale, come on up. Settle down. You're going to twist towards the left. So left arm goes back, right arm goes forward. Keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. If you want to go a little bit deeper, take your left hand on the inside of your right inner thigh And then reach up with your right arm, up and over. Steady your gaze. Roll the left shoulder back. Good, and then gently, both hands down. Inhale, step back, or keep your leg up when you lower down. Cycle through vinyasa. Again, you can always skip vinyasa. You can also take easier versions whenever you need to drop the knee, drop the knee. Lightly step or jump. You can even pause the video and then just roll up the spine. Going to the other side. Inhale, circle the arms to the sky. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, step back with your left foot solid. Prepare with your next inhale. Come on up. High lunge. We're going to twist to the right. Left arm forward, right arm back. We have a tendency sometimes to lean forward. Try to keep your shoulders on top of your hips. And you want to twist from the navel upwards. I'm going to turn my back towards you. Sorry. Right arm back, left arm forward if you want. Right hand on the inside of your left leg. And then lean back and over. Stretching the left side of the body. Gently come back to the middle. Both hands down. Cycle through vinyasa. By now you're much warmer, so you can really engage the quadriceps. So maybe the heels lower down. Maybe not. It's not important. It's just always nice to see where we're going. And then lightly step or jump. We all meet on the chair. Take your hands in front of your heart, twist to the left and place your right elbow on top of your left knee. Should you be, for example, pregnant or you don't have the range of motion, place your right hand on a block and you can do an easy twist. Otherwise, go to the full version. You can even extend both arms, really opening up. Breathe here. Inhale, sit low, lift up the heart in the middle. Exhale, let's do the other side. Any variation that suits you. Hold it here. Inhale, come back into your chair. Feel the thighs. Exhale, forward fold. And just sway from side to side. Loosen everything up. Take a moment to recover. Breathe. And slowly roll up the spine. Breathe. Good. Take your hands in front of your heart. Shift your weight onto your left foot. Lift up your right knee. And then gently step back into a high lunge. Lift up the chest. And then from here, we're going to twist one more time to the left side. Right hand, either variation 1, just underneath your right shoulder. Variation 2, on top of your left knee. Keep it light, so make sure you're not collapsing here. You want to keep yourself lifted. You may also maybe extend your arms. Do this only if your right arm is capable of staying behind your knee. So not going forward, keep it solid. Integrity. Good. Inhale, solid. Come back up into a high lunge. Hands in front of your heart. And now step your right foot forward next to the left. Really always use the back side of your legs. And release. Okay, we go to the other side. Hands in front of your heart. Shift your weight onto your right foot. Lift up your left knee. And then gracefully, lightly step back. Find your high lunge. And then do your version of a twist. Come back to your breath, especially in the twists. That is where we release toxins. So breathe even deeper. Good. Come back to the middle. Take your hands in front of your heart. Gracefully step back. Release. Good. Gonna add on next sequence. Inhale, circle the arms to the sky. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, step back with your right foot. Set up for a warrior two. And now with your next inhale, circle with your right arm forward, big circle. Settle down in warrior two. Inhale, flip your front palm, opening up, coming into a peaceful version. Option to take your right hand on the inside of the left leg. And keep leaning backwards. Keep your right leg solid. Good. Now here comes the challenge. We go straight into a half moon. Feel free to use your book. You may not have a block. Maybe you do. And then start shifting your weight. Stack the right hip on top of the left. And I give you another option. You can bend your right knee and grab the foot. And then press the foot into the hand. Move your right shoulder back and down. And keep the opening in the hip, in the shoulder, right shoulder stacked over your left. Gently let go. And place your right foot next to your left. And just forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, step back with your left foot, setting up warrior two. Draw a big circle with your left hand. Settle down. Take a moment here. Opening the hips. Good. Inhale, flip the front palm. Reach up high. Option to take the bind, the half bind. And then you want to hinge over and back. Steady. Back leg strong. There we go again. You may even try to balance without the block. So shift your weight. Keep your left leg engaged. It's always easy to cheat when you're at home. Hold it here. Maybe grab your foot, the ankle. It's nice to have a couch. Good. And then gently release. Forward fold. Slowly roll up the spine. Good. Next sequence. Inhale, sit into your chair. Exhale, twist to the left. Place your right elbow on top of your left knee. Look down. Lift up your right heel. And then slow transition here. You want to balance on your left foot. Extend your right leg first, and then all the way back, step back. Keep the twist. Maybe you can go deeper. You can even take the bind. That means the left hand goes all the way on the inside of your right thigh, and then you can maybe with your right hand grab your left fingers. Roll your left shoulder back. Keep your back leg strong. Trust the foundation. When you have a solid foundation, the rest follows. You gain flexibility because you're secure. On the mat, off the mat, it's the same. Good. If you have the bind, let go of the bind. Both hands together. And we want to step again, the right foot next to the left. Inhale, come back into the chair one more time to neutralize. Exhale, forward fold. Sway from side to side. Good, we do the other side. Inhale, come back into your chair. Exhale, twist to the right. Place your left elbow on top. Look down, lift up your left heel, and then step back. Keep the twist. Variation one, stay here. You can even back off. Have your left hand maybe on your book. Or you can go all the way. You can extend your arms. You can take the bind, whatever suits you. If you have the bind, let go. Hands into namaste. And then lightly step the back foot forward. Inhale, let's meet in the middle in chair. And with your exhale, forward fold. Relax. Slowly roll up the spine. Good. So I want to go into a reverse half moon. We have prepared the strength. We have prepared also the rotation. So now let's put the pieces together. I'm going to start with warrior 3. Take your hands in front of your chest for now. And then just extend your right leg back in the air, parallel to the floor. Use your book, maybe. Now, instead of opening up the hip, keep your right toes facing down. Now you want to twist again from the middle of the spine. Press your right foot back. Imagine there is a wall you can press your foot into. And then lift up your left arm. You may also keep your hand on your hip. This is all about strength in your core, in your right leg. It's about balance. And then you can add the flexibility. Good. Now take both hands down. You're going to step back with your right foot. Inhale, root to rise. Come up into a high lunge. Let's add one more time a twist. So place your right elbow on top. Maybe now you can take the bind. So the body warms up. And over time, you can reach this. But you have to make the steps first. Gonna add a side plank or rock star, wild thing. Take your right hand down on the floor and then roll onto the right outer edge of your foot and either step the left foot towards 9 o'clock on top of your right foot, or you can come straight into a rock star. So just place your left foot, lift up the pelvis, breathe deeply into the front side. Right leg is strong. And then gracefully come back to the middle, cycle through vinyasa, or maybe take a rest in child's pose. We haven't done child's pose yet. Yes, maybe in the beginning, but that's a long time ago. Hold it here. You can also rest in down dog, of course. And then lightly step or jump and roll up the spine. Close your eyes for a moment. Stand still like a mountain. Come back to the breath. Amazing. We have another side. Let's do the other side. Hands in front of your heart. And then slowly lift up your left leg parallel to the floor. Keep your inner left thigh moving upwards. Maybe use the block. Always good. And then I'm going to go a little bit back. Twist from the navel, from the middle of the back. And then you can maybe open up the arm. Keep your left leg strong. But strength means at ease. So keep the breath fluid. And then bend your standing leg. Step back with your left foot. Inhale. One more time. Lift up the chest, the arms. And we're going to twist. Exhale to the right one more time. Any variation. Good. Take your left hand down underneath your left shoulder. Make sure you have a 90-degree angle. And then step 1, foot towards right, 3 o'clock. Step 2, 1 foot on top of the other. Either way, press your pelvis up or go all the way. Wild thing. Lifting up. Breathing into the front side of the body. And then cycle through vinyasa, or maybe take a break. your own rhythm. And now drop your knees to the floor. Come into camel. So keep your toes curled and then just lift up the upper body. Now, this is a nice back bend and chest heart opener. So keep your big thumbs flattening out the sacrum. So you want to really move with your pelvis down, and then you can press safely your pelvis forward. Just make sure you're not kind of having too much compression in your lower back. So really pull your navel in. Move the elbows close to each other. Maybe you can reach with your right hand, but be careful. Maybe just a little bit lower on your leg, or all the way. Reach down onto your right heel, and then lift up your left arm and breathe. If you can't breathe in this pose, that means you went too far. Good, and then switch to sides. Take your left hand onto your left heel. Reach up with your right arm. Hold it here. And then gently both hands onto your sacrum. And then slowly hinge at the hip crease and take a nice child's pose. So keep your knees wider than your hips. Take a moment to release. And breathe into the lower back. If you want to take another version with your arms, you can have your arms alongside the body, or you can also have the hands together in Namaste, and then press into the elbows, bend your elbows, and move with your hands behind your neck. So you feel the opening in the shoulders and in the triceps. And then come back, downward facing dog. Now make your down dog shorter. So just walk maybe 1 foot forward. We're not in a forward fold, but the heels reach down into the floor. Engage both legs, solid on all fours, basically. The 2 feet and the 2 hands. From here, keep your legs strong, equal weight, and move with your right hand towards the left, either outer shin or the ankle. And then you can bend your right elbow and look underneath your left armpit. Both legs solid. Today is all about twists, releasing toxins. Physically, emotionally, we always have different kinds of toxins. Good, and then right hands back onto the floor to the other side. Keep it solid in your feet. Don't bite your teeth and keep your toes relaxed. Good. And take both hands down. And now keep your left foot where it is and extend your right leg into, it's actually shorter than a downward facing dog. So you're still in the same position. Now bend your standing leg and start hopping, light hops. So this is a preparation for handstand. If you have a handstand practice, go ahead. Otherwise, keep it here, just a few jumps. Just to dare something new, the feeling of being upside down. You can also do this against the wall, of course, to be sure not to fall over, and then try the other leg. So simply bend your standing leg and then hop and keep your left leg straight. And maybe you feel the momentum of being upside down.
anyways. A down dog is also an inversion. So come back into your down dog. With your inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, halfway down, vinyasa. Inhale, opening up in up dog. Exhale, back into down dog. Now with your inhale, lift up your right leg. Open up the hip. Keep both legs straight. So imagine you press the right ball of the foot towards the ceiling and try to keep your shoulders square. So the opening is only in the hip. Exhale, draw the knee towards your right elbow. Inhale, back into down dog split with your hip open. Exhale, draw the knee into your chest. Inhale, press back. And third time, exhale, knee towards your left elbow. If you want to continue, pivot the foot, the left foot, and then lift up your left arm, extend your right leg. Hold it here. If it's too much, lower down the foot. Slowly cycle through vinyasa. If you need a break, take a couple of breaths in child's pose. If you want to join, come back into downward facing dog. And we have another side. Lift up your left leg, open up the hip. Move with your right heel down and square your shoulders. A nice long line starting from the left index finger towards the left ball of the foot. There we go. Exhale, draw the knee towards your left elbow. Inhale, press back. Exhale, knee towards your chest. Inhale, press back. Exhale, knee towards your right elbow. Maybe hover here or come into the full version. Pivot your foot, opening up, strong in your inside of the leg. Exhale, cycle through vinyasa. Feel the power here. That's why we call it power yoga. Strong practice, but yet light. Good, and then finally drop the knees to the floor. Take a child's pose. Relax. Good. We add one more. So come onto your forearms. Dolphin. Curl your toes under. Make sure the elbows always stay shoulder width apart. We have a tendency to slide to the outside. Keep it solid. Curl the toes under and lift up the hips. If you want, you can lift up one leg. One more time, maybe open up the hip. Bend your knee. And then switch the sides. Keep your shoulders solid. Keep your core engaged. And then everybody step back with your feet and come into a plank on your forearms. If you need to drop the knees, do so. Otherwise, hold it here. One more time, maybe lift up one foot. Breathe. And then lift up the other foot. Good, and then finally drop the knees, place the tops of the feet on the ground and slide your hips down into a Sphinx pose. So press gently into your elbows and lift up the chest. Another back bend. Good. So take your right hand towards the left. The right forearm is diagonal. Bend your left knee. If it's accessible,
grab the foot with your left hand. Pay attention to the shoulders. They should still be square. So turn your shoulders forward. And now press the foot into the hand. If you want, you can extend your right arm forward. You can lift up the right leg as well. And you can even lift up everything that you can a little bit higher. Come back to your breath. Take a couple of deep breaths. Close your eyes, but keep your jaws relaxed. And then come back into Sphinx. Neutralize. Take your left hand towards the right, and then bend your right knee and grab the foot from the inside. The reason is we want to keep the chest open here. And once you have it, square the shoulders forward. If you want, you can take the full version, lifting the whole body as you can, levitating, and then just stay here. Pay attention to your neck. We have a tendency to lift up too much the chin, so keep your neck long, and then simply let go. Take a moment on the floor. Completely let go. And then place your hands next to your chest. Long and deep inhale. Coming to Cobra. Exhale. Another child's pose. And finally, lift up the upper body. Just sit on one side. Swing your legs forward. Gonna have a wide legs. Flex the feet and remove the flesh backwards. So you feel the sitting bones grounding down. Now keep your legs engaged. If you have a tendency to round the spine, keep your hands behind you and really want to straighten the back. If this is quite easy for you, then you can come forward with your hands and maybe you can even come all the way down onto your forearms. Some of you may even put the chest onto the ground. The circus people. Hold it here. And remind yourself to keep your legs active. We have a tendency to keep them soft. So really keep the integrity. We're going to move a little bit with the upper body. Just move with your right arm overhead. Then come all the way to the other side. And always try to keep your sitting bones down. You can dance a little bit. Nobody's watching except me. And then lift up the upper body and gently soles of the feet together. I like to lift myself up to sit on the front side of the sitting bones. Take your hands around your feet. Deep inhale to lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Relax your head. Press your elbows gently into the legs. Allow your hips to open up and allow your knees to move gracefully to the sides without gripping. And gently lift up the upper body. Move your knees together. And finally, place the feet flat on the front side of the mat. And little by little, roll down onto your mats. And give yourself a nice hug. Hug the knees towards the chest. Roll from side to side. And then just roll your knees onto your right side. Keep the knees on the same height like your belly button.
If it's hard to keep your left shoulder on the floor, we go into a rotation. You may also just place a pillow or anything underneath your knees. And then surrender to the floor. Nice rotation. And gently, other side. And just relax, melt down your shoulders. Slowly come back to the middle. And lift up your feet, your hands. Maybe circle the wrists and the ankles to one direction and then to the other direction. Good, and then just stay here for a moment. Feel the lightness. So not much effort. Just to calm down the nervous system and keep the blood flowing through the body. And when you feel ready for Shavasana, go into corpse pose. Feel free to place something underneath your knees to release the lower back. And also maybe see what happens if you have your legs a little bit wider today. And just close your eyes. Feel free to stay longer in this position, or just start moving with your head, the chin softly from one side to the other, slowly and gently. Give yourself a nice massage on the back side of your head. If it feels nice to you, then stretch out your arms behind your head. Just lengthen the body. And then gently hug the knees towards the chest and roll yourself onto your favorite side into a nice, warm fetal position. You can give yourself a nice hug here. Allow the body to sink, melt into the ground, connecting with the essence. And then slowly find your way back into a seated position. Reunite the hands in front of your forehead for pure thoughts, in front of your mouth for pure loving words, and in front of your chest for a loving and pure compassionate heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. Tomorrow at this time, we still have music going on. So, as I said, tomorrow we will do a gentle flow to start with, just to basically allow the body to fall into stillness. It's always easier when we do some movements first, then it's easier to sit for a longer time. It's going to be about 40 minutes, like always. And
One thing I wanted to tell you is in my latest post, I have written about donation. So feel free to donate if you want to, but you don't have to. So of course, it's evident that right now it's quite hard for artists and independent workers of the situation, of course. But again, it's no obligation. I'm just happy if you're there and we can meditate together, create some positive and strong energy. So it's really up to you. Don't feel obligated. I love you the same if you donate or not. So it doesn't make a difference. And have a lovely evening, everybody. It's already very dark outside. But I take you outside anyways for a moment. Bye-bye, YouTubers. And I'm gonna take you out